This is the first of 3 lectures on section 8.1. We're going to begin looking at geometry, and geometry actually has a lot of real-world applications and usefulness. It appears in nature. It helps build hand-eye coordination, perception, and so forth. So Euclid came up with what we call Euclidean geometry. And we have kind of a odd word. It's not a theorem, it's called a postulate. And we get to assume as self-evident. So postulate we get to assume as self-evident, and we prove then everything around this postulate. So Euclid then came up with these 5 postulates, which we will call assumptions. And some basic terms then that will go along with these. Point. Point has location. And the location we denote as xy. It has no size. A line. A line is going to be straight, and it's going to extend indefinitely in both directions. So it's going to extend both directions indefinitely. So there's a notation for line AB. And a line then is going to be determined by 2 points. So a line extends indefinitely and is determined by 2 points. A plane is a flat surface, and that also extends indefinitely in all directions. So if you think of a plane as a piece of paper that extends forever, what you need to realize about a plane, there is no thickness. That's why I like to use a piece of paper. Even though it stops on all 4 edges, if you extend it, that would represent a plane. So then we have something that says collinear. Collinear are points that lie on the same line. So if I have a line and I have points A, B, C, those 3 points are what we call collinear because they lie on the same line. Now if we have non-collinear points, they are going to determine a plane. So if I have 3 points that aren't on a line, they're called non-collinear, and we need those points, 3 of them, and those 3 points will determine a plane. And then we have something that's called coplanar, and this is when we have 2 or more points that lie in the same plane. So we'll be talking about this in our first exploration, this idea of points, lines, and planes, and being coplanar and collinear. So that concludes the first lecture of 8.1.